Hi everyone. Greetings to you in Jesus' name. My name is Doug Klassen. I'm the Executive Minister for Mennonite Church Canada. You may have seen announcements in your regional church updates or in your church bulletins regarding Gathering 2025. That is our nationwide gathering happening at Rockway Mennonite Collegiate in Kitchener, Ontario, July 2nd to 5th. This is an opportunity for us to gather as a people of God to worship, to encourage one another, to discern together, and to grow in our faith. This is the first of several promotional videos for the event. Most will come in a few months, but we wanted to send this one out to pastors, church chairpersons, and treasurers now because you're likely starting to put numbers into columns for next year's budget. You might be thinking, why does that matter? This is a nationwide gathering, only regional churches send delegates. The 2017 restructuring process attempted to center congregations in our nationwide structure, but it has been difficult to find places for congregations to provide input into nationwide agenda. Therefore, we are reintroducing congregational representation at Gathering 2025. The gathering is going to take the shape of a forum, meaning each representative has an equal voice to speak into the agenda. Discussion is going to be centered around table groups. Hopefully, each table will have congregational representatives from all 5 regional churches. And at the conclusion of the gathering, all the table feedback and the open mic discussions will be synthesized into a report that will be used to guide the work of the Joint Council for the next 3 years. Yes, 3 years, as we will be proposing that we stick with the recent pattern of meeting as a nationwide church every 3 years. We want your congregation to be represented in the discussions and your voice to be heard in the report. So we're asking you to send at least 2 persons from your congregation. We're asking for 1 representative to be a pastor or a congregational leader. Pastors are the primary conduit between the larger church and the local congregation. And we would love to have pastors there from every congregation to share their wisdom and experience. And we're asking that another representative be a young adult, if possible, to represent the now and future of the church. It's too much to explain here, but over the last 2 years, young adults have been connecting across Mennonite Church Canada, and we're planning for this to continue next summer. And it's looking as though young adult festivities will continue on for about a day or so after the gathering ends. So if you can, please send someone in the 18 to 30-year-old range. If you can't, another involved, knowledgeable, wise leader from your congregation would be most welcome. We welcome you to send more than 2 people to the gathering, but please, if you can include your pastor and a young adult in the group representing your congregation, that would be great. What will the gathering cost? Well, we're still about 9 months out in gathering our numbers and aren't certain yet, but at our gathering planning meeting last week, we're looking at keeping the cost right around the $300 mark, and we can do that if we budget to subsidize the event. The $300 would include registration and meals. Not a bad deal for a conference that starts on Wednesday and ends on Saturday. One more note for your budget. There'll be a youth gathering happening at the same time. Costs will be a little bit higher as the registration fees there will also include lodging. Details will be coming as soon as we can get them to you. So, please give this request some prayerful consideration. It would be great for pastors from across Canada to connect and for young adults from across Canada to broaden and strengthen their connections with each other, and for youth from across Canada to make memories that will last a lifetime, and for everyone who attends to be encouraged and strengthened as we seek to follow Christ in faith and life. Budget for all of this as you can. If you can hold a soup and pie fundraiser or something to help offset the costs, it'll be worth the effort. These are going to be incredible events, and we would love for every one of your congregations in all of Mennonite Church Canada to be represented. Thank you, and God bless you.